Welcome back, guys. So today, let's continue with Java Eclipse. So that said, just to continue from the last lesson, so let's go ahead, open up Eclipse again. If you have it open, obviously you can just have it open. One of the thing and obviously if you close it, sometime it'll be gone from this bottom of your screen. So in that case, what you can do, you can just right click on your Eclipse. Once you right clicks, you'll have this so you're going to have this option in the beginning. So pin to taskbar or close all windows. If you just hit pin to taskbar, or in Mac, if you right click and you do dock, it'll just stay over here. So if you pin it right now, you can close it. Here, let me just do this one more time. There you go. So right now, if you just close it, it'll just be there. It'll not go anywhere. It'll just stay there even after you close it. You'll just have it accessible over here. If you click, it'll just open up. So that's a few things. I just want to go over what all these things are over here. So generally on the left side, this part right here, right, everything that you see here, this is called the Project Explorer. Okay, think of this as almost like your menu for your overall project. Okay, if I right here, this is where your project is going to start. Okay, so from this project, you see this little icon right there, the greater than sign. If you click it on the left side of it, it's not going to open. But if you click just right after this, if you just click on it one time, everything will just start to go down. And then on the SRC, that's where we do all of our work. Okay, on the SRC, as you can see, initially we didn't have any of this. We just have SRC and then the module info Java. You don't need this module info Java. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to right click and I'm going to hit delete. So if I want to delete anything, that's the option. You just right click, you just hit delete, and you just hit OK. And then for last time, we created a package. So again, if we wanted to create a package, you basically go to the source SRC, which is called source. Go there, right click, click on, and then hover over new. And then you can, obviously you have all these different options over here. So what you do over here, you just click on this package. And let's say I do another one. Let's just say my package, right? My package. I'm just naming it any way I want. I can keep it lowercase, uppercase, doesn't really matter. This doesn't really matter that much. So whatever, I'm just doing it my package, and I hit finish. See, that package showed up there. Now, if I want to create additional stuff in there, if I want to create another class or something, I can just right click over here, new, and then I can just click on this class. Okay. So if I hit on this class, then I can just give any name that I want. Let's say I just call it my class. So one thing I want you guys to see in Eclipse, one of the things that they tell you to do is this lowercase right here. Again, I did that on purpose. So this lowercase, this first letter M. So you can see type name is discouraged. By convention, Java type names usually starts with uppercase letter. See that this little info button that they're giving you. It's not, again, if you write a lowercase, that does not mean that your program is not going to run. Okay, it will still run. It just gives you that message right there. So if I go right there, you see, everything goes away. My class. So by convention, again, you cannot put spacing. It'll give you that invalid. You cannot put in spacing. What you can do, you can put underscore. That'll work. Whenever you're typing in the name, if you put 1 or 2 or any of the special characters, whatever, if you put anything before this, it has to be an alphabet A through Z. Right? If you cannot put 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 0. You cannot put any of them. You can, however, you can put it after. It's fine. After the first letter, you can put 1, you can put 2. It doesn't really matter. This first letter, that has to be an alphabet. Okay, so I hope everyone gets that. So one other thing from here, obviously we're done with this. And then we have this public static void main args, right? So that's another, we can, if we select this, as you can see right there, this thing will show up. But if we don't have that, this line number 7 that you see over here, this will not be there. Again, this hello world is from intro to Java. It is not from my package. So if I go over there and I hit finish, it created this. Now in this right there, in my package, my class.java, I have this right now. If I run anything over here, it'll not work because I don't have this main method that I have on the hello world.java. See this? I don't have this. So what I can do, so let's go back to my Java. What I can do over here, now, you see right now, for some of you guys, let me just do it again. If I just type in the word main and it says main method, right? If I hit enter, this line just shows up there, right? There is a way of putting that in your system. By default, most likely it'll not be there, okay? That just by default, it'll not be there. Now, there are ways how you can get that in there as well, okay, which I'm going to show you. In the Windows machine, okay, if you go to in Windows or even in Eclipse, it is almost the same step basically. In Eclipse, you're going to have this on the left side. You're going to have Eclipse icon. You can just click on that. But in the Windows machine, you have all these different options. So you can go to Window, right, and then go to Preference. Once you go to Preference, then you have all these different options. If you go to Java and expand Java, click on Java, expand Java, you have all these different options. From this option, right, there's this called editor. If you open up the editor, you have all these different options. So you don't need to worry about all of them. Just go to this content assist. Once you click on content assist, you have all these different options here. In here, if you go to this auto activation, this thing, auto activation, enable auto activation, by default, you're not going to have this. You should have just this period. But if you put in this command, which I'll put it in the description, if you just put this, including the period, you put every single one of this. So don't change anything on the auto activation delay. Don't change anything on the auto activation triggers. There's this whole thing. If you just copy that whole thing, which I'll share with you, apply, and then apply close. Whenever you guys, as you guys type something, let's say A or B, whatever the thing is that you guys are typing, everything will just show up there by default. Okay. This is like auto, how do I put this? This is like giving you it's like a helpful, not a helpful tip, but in just like in Google, it'll give you whatever you're searching for, it'll give you that auto result, or auto search almost. It'll give you that, it'll give you that. So whatever you type in, if I type in main or something like that, it'll just give you all those things. Now, if I want to, let's say, S out. There you go, S out, that's another shortcut. So for the main method, you can type in main. For the printing statement, it's S out. If you put that, that'll just give you there. I'll put a little comment right on the top. This is for type main for main method, right, which is this. Type S out for print line or print statement. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful. So in here, obviously, just to see if it works, hello world, and I'm just putting it in there randomly. I have this. If I hit run as Java application, you have both of them selected. I don't need to run both of them. This first one, Java tutorial source, intro to Java hello world. This thing right here, if you see right here, the structure of it, Java, right? Java tutorial, then SRC, Java tutorial as a project name, SRC, then intro to Java, right? And then inside intro to Java, you have hello world. And this other one, Java tutorial, SRC, my package, my class.java, which is this one currently we're working on. I don't want to run this first one, so I'm just unselecting it. And then, okay. And then there you go. It says hello world. Okay. Yeah, hopefully this was helpful, guys. On the next one, we're gonna go over a few of the other things that we can do on this window. Yeah, thank you, guys.